How are you going, Frank?
How you doing?
Oh,
What's that smell?
is that you?
Oh, no, it's Robin.
No, wait a minute. It's not me. It's what's in this bucket.
I can't see anything.
Sorry, it has something to do with what's on today's show. Have a look at this. That's it.
What's
That's it.
that?
Want to have another look?
Yes, please.
Okay, another look. That's it.
Oh,
That's it?
Robin.
Yeah, and has something to do with what's inside this bucket.
I wonder what's in there.
Get your hands
I don't
in
think I want to know.
and feel it. Now, come on.
Oh, Robin.
Hands
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Feel it. Yeah, isn't it great?
Oh,
This-
that just smells so bad.
Organic.
Yes, that's right. This has something to do with a tropical rainforest right in the middle of the city. And that's not actually compost yet, it's still manure. I have to fix it up a bit. What else is on today's show? No.
Well, we've got the kids on for Suzuki Junior Ensemble to play some wondrous music.
Yes.
And Joe Bain's coming in with some creepy crawlies.
Whilst I'll clean up all this manure here, why don't we find out what the next program is on Winky's WDTV?
Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees. A dog or two and a barbecue for hours down the line.
And veggies out the front, in out the front. Never remember where I put those veggies. Good day and welcome to Wink's Backyard. Boy, today have I got a real treat for you. I'll be road testing this. It is the giant blue macaw. Boy, she seems to be a little tired at the moment, so we might just leave her down there to have a little sleep. But hey, don't you go away. I want you to walk this way with me. Boy, have I got a treat for you. Now, today, I'm going to... Oh, there you are, that's better. I'm going to be showing you how to decorate that little corner of the house with something special. Now, take this plant here. Simple planting method I would recommend. I've already placed in the planting pot some compost soil, and I might just put in another scoop. Where's my spade? I put my spade. Oh, here's my spade. Oh, I found it. Stay with me, okay? Right, a bit more soil in here to get it over to the top. Don't mind if there's a little spillage around. The water will wash it away later. Now, all you have to do is grab your little seedling. Where's the seedling? There she is. What a beauty. Okay, now all we have to do is carefully place her into the, there she goes into the pot. Beautifully done. And be careful not to damage those delicate and fine-looking little growths. Want to have another close-up? Want to find there they are. Beautiful, beautiful. But don't forget, you've got to have that water. Could I have the water, please? Watch it. You meant to put it in the bucket. Okay, so now we've got the soil, the plant, and the water. There you have it. A herbaceous creepatorium. Excuse me, I forgot to give her a bit of a pat. Now she's fine. All you have to do is leave her for a few days. Before you leave her for a few days, I forgot to tell you about my magic fertilizer. Just a moment. Stay with me. I'm over here. Follow me. There she is. Shifty. My own very special fertilizer, spelled S-H-I-F-T-Y. Bit of that in the pot, and you'll have a tired-looking plant looking as beautiful as this. Only in a day or two. What a beauty. Well, that's it from my backyard. Until next time, where I'll show you how to revitalize your radishes, cook up your cucumbers, and visit Frank's backyard. Hooroo.
Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees. A dog or two and a barbecue.
Oh, that's Wink's Backyard. JB Joe Bain has joined us from the museum.
How you doing, Robin?
I'm doing well.
Yeah?
And you brought in a whole heap of things from... Bain has joined us from the museum.
How you doing, Robin?
I'm doing well.
Yeah?
And you brought in a whole heap of things from the museum.
Well, yeah, the museum's backyard. What we've got here are sap-sucking bugs. These are called horehound bugs, and they're commonly found on trees, lavender, and a lot of people spray them because I think they're pests. They're fairly pretty, and they form food for other animals, so it's probably best that we just leave them alone.
So no need to touch them at all?
Not at all. I mean, I quite like them, so it's best just to let them go.
Great colours. Okay, put the insecticide away for a little while. What else have we got?
Well, what we've got here is this 4-spot trapdoor. Now, these fellows are pretty nasty, and it's best to keep away from them. You'll probably find them in older gardens where you've got undisturbed soil, because they like digging burrows in old soil. They feed on sap-sucking bugs, large beetles, sometimes mice, and they're fairly nasty. They're related to the Sydney funnel web, and they look very much like it, so it's probably best to keep well away from these things.
All right. Well, I certainly will, because I'm sitting up this end of the table, but I'm right alongside of this, and I don't know what's in here.
Well, you'll love this. It's a redback spider.
I think I'm going to sit over here.
We've got a couple of them in there. They're something that most people find in their backyards, especially in old sheds underneath galvanised iron, that sort of thing, and they're very dangerous, and they're one of the 2 spiders, the Sydney funnel web and the redback, are responsible for deaths in Australia. But nowadays, if you get to a doctor quick enough, they've got an antidote for the poison.
Okay.
So you'll be all right.
And of course you can recognise them because of that red
Fairly
spot.
distinctive sort of red stripe on their back, and they've got an hourglass symbol on their belly.
All right, that's enough for me to make sure I'm well away from it. What about this one here?
And one
Should I be touching
spider.
it?
Yeah, this is one spider which is fairly safe. This is called an orb weaver, and if you've got a lot of trees in your backyard, you'll find them there. They catch all flying insects, you know, beetles, moths, lacewings, that sort of thing. And they're very good. They destroy more moths than any other spider I know of. And you'll know their webs when you walk into them because they're very strong. They sort of tend to hit you.
Yeah, I remember seeing some of those on movies. You know, it goes all over your face. Anyway, we'll move this one across here. And you have some other creatures we want to show you.
Got a nice bearded dragon here. These things are fairly common in sort of some people's gardens, if you're lucky enough.
Ah, look, he or she looks
gorgeous.
wonderful. And a very red colour here.
Yeah, this one's been living in red sand, and so they sort of tend to blend with their environment a bit. And we've got a couple of others here, sort of sleepy lizard.
This one here?
I think everybody's seen them.
Yeah, look, I had one of these as a kid, and it was called George. It was great.
They're wonderful things.
Yeah.
You know, they eat snails, you know, bugs, you know,
Just couldn't fetch a
cockroaches.
stick.
They actually love cockroaches and beetles. And the same with the blue-tongued lizard, you know, they're fairly common. Although a lot of people don't like them because they tend to look like snakes if they come out of the grass with just their heads showing.
But they're perfectly harmless.
Oh, they can give you a bite now and again. If you've got to pick one up and they sort of puff up and hiss, don't touch them, just leave them alone. But if they're fairly friendly like these guys, by all means handle them, but be careful with them.
So your final piece of advice for all of the creatures that we've shown everyone so far?
Get outside, have a look at them, but be careful with them. I mean, that's all you can do.
Yeah, because you can have a wonderful time finding out what's in your backyard. Sure. Thanks, Joe, for joining us.
Okay.
Get out and explore your backyard.
These musical maestros are tuning their strings for the grand performance. And hey, they're next on Come On Kids. Oh, wow!